right, it is Friday. We are in Austin, Texas now. It is like 103 degrees. I'm recording this video. I'm going to go for a quick run. I'm going to be drenched with sweat, and then I'm going to be working a workshop, which is going to be amazing. I have some awesome people in it. There's somebody from the Topo layer in Orlando. There's somebody from the San Francisco layer, and there's somebody from the New York layer coming in to all work with me here in Austin. It's going to be a good time. But right now for you is for you to continue on with this process of learning, right? And you know, these are all topics that we're going to be discussing in the Teleseminar, but I want to make them available for you out there, for you to be able to apply and work with just from watching these videos. Now, I want to take things a step farther and really learn to master them. Sign up for the call. In any case, what I want to go over in this one is something really cool. It was the first thing that people asked me. They said, "Steve, how did you get good so fast?" Well, I learned to get good fast in a way which was a little bit inefficient. It was mixing in a lot of interesting qualities to me, which we'll talk about on the call, right? but these new ways that I've developed from just teaching over and over again, getting insane results with my students and insane results from myself, really, it actually has more to do with what we're going to explain in the video, but I'll give you some secrets. My main goal for this is for you to get an insane amount of value and start changing. Look, if you're ready to change and you're ready to allow for the right results to come into your life, then they're going to be presented to you, and hopefully that's what this video is doing for you. All right, without further ado, check it out. So, let's go on to the next myth. The next myth is the age-old community myth. How do I get good at this? How do I get good at this? Well, they always say, hey, 1,000 approaches. And let me tell you the reality of that. And let me give you an example first. What do I like to do? I love to teach. I love to work with people. I love to teach. I love making these little videos. I love working one-on-one. I love doing all those things. I love writing about people. How many times did I need to do that to know that I liked it and was good at it? I needed to do it like 2-3 times. Say maybe I needed to do it 10 times. All right? That's it. Let's say you're the personal trainer. How many times did you need to work with somebody to know that you enjoyed and were good at getting that person in shape, to empower them in that way? You didn't need to do it much to find out that this was a good mode for you to grow in, enrich, and become empowered in. All right? But for some reason, I don't know why, is the way it's encased and the way it is, you know, marketed and the way it is taught to a lot of people is saying that you're always on this lower level. You're always on this level where you're never good enough. And that, you know, in some ways, and in fact it is, it's a way to trick clientele and to constantly keep you in that mode of searching for answers. Well, here's the thing. Again, I say it all the time. Meeting women, attracting women, getting women to see the good sides of you and to have that natural draw and urge be brought out of them and be brought out of you, that is easy. That is cake. The hardest parts are to build a lifestyle to make that work. All right? So, we don't need to do 1,000 approaches. We need to do 3 to 10 to realize what the mechanics of an approach are. All right? To realize, you know, what it feels like to blindly go and talk to somebody. Because we need to start taking that momentum and having it have a positive motivator. Everything that is taught to, you know, that I've seen in the community uses negative motivators in order to motivate you. It's using your fears. You know, it's using that, you know, scarcity. It's using all those things like, oh man, there's not enough women, oh man, or there's more women, fuck them, da da da. There's always a negativity encased in how you're going to continue to approach. The deal is what we want to approach, what we're attracted to. All right? I go to a club, I see a girl that's technically a 10, you know, because she's a 10 defined by that club. She's a 10 defined by society. She's a 10 defined by what other people think of me. What I'm really attracted to, you know, I know instantly. And here's an example. I went to San Francisco. Everybody always said San Francisco is a terrible place to game. And it's one of the best places to game. But the interesting thing is it's tough to run a boot camp in San Francisco. That's the real problem because the bars are so small. All right. Thing is, San Francisco has all these artsy, eclectic people, you know, free spirit types. people that I'm into, people that are a lot like me. All right? Naturally attracted to them. I went to San Francisco out in the daytime, nighttime. I would literally say, you know, oh my God, that's one of the hottest girls I've ever seen. You know, that I'm naturally attracted to. I don't know much about her. I'm just naturally attracted to her. It was no problem. There was no approach anxiety. It was a part of my environment, right? I don't have to say, hey, what's going on? My name's Steve. Dude, who are you? You know, and it went from there. What's interesting is that was a pretty eye-opening experience for me. What was interesting is then I just started doing that. I started approaching only people that I was attracted to. You know what I noticed? All I needed was a few guidelines to follow. A few kind of like a good understanding of push-pull, a good understanding of compliance, a good understanding of qualification. Once I had those, the conversation unraveled in itself. Once I had a good understanding of those things, a good understanding of how to get on the topics I like to talk about, you know, even things like sexuality, talk about them in the daytime, talk about them within 2 minutes, and they'd unravel themselves. Because those I had that natural attraction propelling me. I had that motivation being brought out of me naturally. All right. So, great video, lots of new stuff, great content. And in any case, for you, what I want to tell you is, look, there's ways that you can learn to be yourself, to properly, you know, present yourself. And things like what you're attracted to, people who you're attracted to, only start, you know, manifesting those people in your life rather than practicing as if this is some sort of like social experiment. Now, that's not to say that the old ways in the community of doing things, you know, working mechanical routines and you know, kind of like having that discipline, those are great training wheels. I'm not going to knock them. They do work. But with this, it's actually easier. It's truly effortless, and you get what you want. You know, that's something important. You know, that's something that we as instructors never really focused on showing you. What is it that you want, and let me show you how to get it. Let me take a customized approach to it. And that's actually exactly what this teleseminar is going to be on. It's really important. What you're going to learn is some great things. You're going to learn how to open. You know, we saw that video. And customize it towards you. I'm going to show you stuff which I've never shown you before. You know, things which I used in the red stack, things which I used in order to make your openers be customized exactly to your lifestyle and things that you want to be able to transition effortlessly and draw that natural attraction. So you can truly put yourself on an even keel, an autopilot, where you're just effortlessly attracting the right people in your life. You have to take a small step forward to get a lot of results. Right? Now also, how do you get good fast? It's not just a mentality, there's actually actions that you have to take, and we discussed them a little bit in that video, but to truly master them, that's what we're going to be talking about on the call. Now next is even better. We're going to have qualification, which is something that everybody talks about, but there's some big myths and realities associated with that, which you're going to find a lot out of this video. If you found a lot out of these other videos, you're going to find even more out of that one. The next one is actually going to be on framing. That's the 6th video. And what's actually happening with this is it's just a little bit of a different take on it. It's not framing to, you know, an act of selfishness or manipulation. It's framing to actually build bridges which are going to bond better with you. It's actually truer to what you know, what CJ was originally putting out there, and then it kind of got distorted with different motives. The last one is on my favorite, which is sexuality. And one thing I'll say, look, for you out there, is that you need to realize we took things like socializing, sexuality, things like your passions, things like being honest, and we've turned them into these things which are mechanical and not real. And that's not our fault. You know, we had a lot of people showing us the wrong direction. We have a culture which isn't showing us that properly. And so what we're doing on this teleseminar is we're figuring out how you can get those results to effortlessly attract the things that you want in your life. It's a pretty awesome thing. So, without further ado, I gotta go for this run, and wish me luck on my workshop. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully you'll have news of it on Sunday, and man, keep looking forward towards these videos. Contact me, and look, hope to see you there. Hope to see you there on Wednesday. All right, talk to you soon.